Clipse.
Clipse, yeah.
Yeah, new album. Let the rain sort them out.
It's like God sort of.
Oh, no, let God sort them out. My bad. The title here.
Oh no, you good.
Let God,
Yeah, let God sort them out.
Let God sort them out. My bad.
Man,
Anyhow, how y'all feel about it?
I love it.
You like it?
I'm so glad I got to experience like a new Clipse album in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was really before me. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of diving back. I always knew who Pusha T was, but I didn't know much about Malice.
Yeah.
And so for Pusha to be 48 and Malice to be 52, and then Pharrell, I don't know how old he is. He looked 12. But for them to still be able to come and do an album like that, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
They age like wine.
Yeah. Grizz, what's your thoughts on it, brother?
I liked it, bro. I thought it was all right. I mean, it was different than I had expected it to be, and you know, I think we talked earlier. I told you I like the production a lot. It sounds the same. A lot of it sounds the same. That delivery, that
The flows,
you know, that style Pusha T has. A lot of it sounded the same to me, but I was telling you earlier. I feel like the hardest verse for me was. Who did I tell you?
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler the Creator. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
Tyler
like
did his thing, bro.
That was the toughest verse there.
He had to though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I think he killed it.
When you were pushing and Malice, bro, you gotta come with it.
Yeah.
And he all right, bro. All right, no, you good. But I feel that with Clipse, I'm sorry, with Tyler's Tyler had to come correct, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you with the Clipse and you in that legendary position of being featured on a project,
And Pharrell producing it.
bro, you got to be able to come correct. I loved it too, man. I'm a huge Clipse fan since I was a kid, bro. I remember we talked about Rap City a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you guys might be too young, but BET had a show that ran right behind, right in front of 106 Park. It's called Rap City.
Rap City, the basement.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm into it.
Oh, you know,
yeah.
okay, dope. I mean, look, I guess the kids say I'm old, and I'm cool with that. You know, I'm an OG. But I remember when I was a kid, I seen one of the first Clipse videos I seen was called The Funeral. And this was back in the day where, like, you had to buy CDs to get music. Like, the internet was there, but it wasn't like, it was a little harder to get your music. You had to have a homie who had, like, Napster or LimeWire. You had to make sure they had a CD burner. Like, it was old school. But I remember first hearing them on that, and then fast forward to '02, I was a freshman, and Lord Willing came out with Grinding, and I was like, oh, my fucking God, bro. And it was crazy because I grew up with older kids, older people. So when I was when I was a freshman in high school, I was hanging out with the seniors. And the same thing, I had older cousins. So I didn't really have cousins my age or brothers and sisters my age. So I usually gravitated to the older crowd. And man, I remember my cousin, you know, he was our neighborhood pusher, to be honest. And bro, he was going so crazy over the record because of the way that they was rapping. And I knew it because I've been a student of lyricism since I was young. Like I'm talking real young. Like I studied the craft of MCing. So to hear these two guys come at it, you know, with their style, it was so different. And then you hear that beat, it was like, what is this grinding beat? Like it might be one of the greatest beats ever. You know what I'm saying? It's so simple. It's so easy.
Redefined lunchtime. Just
Cyphers.
being in the lunchroom. that was the beat that everybody was playing.
Yeah, bro.
Like, bro,
yeah,
you
and
just need your hands.
it's crazy, and honestly, like, it's crazy because coming from the mixtape era in that early 2000s, like, I didn't really feel that Push and Malice really got a fair shake, and then maybe it was because they was with Pharrell, and Pharrell was such a big artist at that time. You know, they had Nerd, and Pharrell had all this shit going on. That their first album came out, and it was like, it was dope. It was really, really good, but I don't think it really, like, it didn't capture where I felt it should have. Like, they should have been in that top tier early. Then they dropped their second album, Bonafide Classic, and it was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
There's so much label drama. And then over the years, they always put out consistent music, but it's crazy you say you're getting a Clipse album in real time for the first time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's amazing to me because coming from a fan who's watched them since they came out,
I'm in the same boat.
I'm excited because we need that hip hop. We need that feeling of crafting albums, and I feel like this album is a great body of work.
Yeah.
Because of who they are as MCs, but also Pharrell just being a mastermind of being the production.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite producers.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys that I think when it's just all said and done, he might be one of the greatest of all time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I thought the Tyler feature was dope. To me, bro, the Stove God Cooks hook to me was fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, I love Stove God.
Because
The track after that, though.
Which one was that?
The Inglorious Bastards.
Hearing Ab Live again was dope. Bro. Crazy thing about this album to me when I listened to it, though, is like, I wasn't expecting it to be like an old Clipse album, and I think maybe fans might have thought that it was going to be like an old style, but you got to realize, too, that like Pusha's late work, especially like from kind of Fear of God up until It's Almost Dry, it's been kind of dark.
Dry was crazy.
Which one?
It's Almost Dry.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy.
Absolutely. So it's crazy because Malice, to me, on this album is the MVP, and not to take anything away from Push, because I think Push has gotten so much better from even the early Clipse days. You listen to the first Clipse album till now, Push is just amazing. His pen is, his doubles and triples and the way that he flows on those Pharrell records is insane, bro. Push has always impressed me. And then Malice, like, he jumps on this record like he never left.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane, bro.
You can tell he's the big brother.
Absolutely. But you could always tell. You could always tell. Like, even from the beginnings of the works, like, you knew that, Malice was the old head. You know what I'm saying? And Push was always a younger guy. But I give credit to Push because during Malice's hiatus, he worked with Kanye. He put out some, in my opinion, I think Daytona's a bona fide classic. I think Almost Dry is a classic as well. He's been able to.
What was the one before that, too?
The Fear of God?
Yeah, the black and white one.
Yeah.
With the Timbaland joint on it.
Yeah, Tim. So yeah, that was crazy because Kanye did his first album, My Name Is My Name, which I thought was a great album. I thought it was a really solid album, and then he did the Fear of God with Timbaland, which is crazy. Bro. Tim killed those beats, and then he jumps back with Kanye, does Daytona, insane. Then he jumps back in with Pharrell and Kanye and does It's Almost Dry. So his trajectory as an MC, to me, he's been one of my favorites through the past 10, 15 years because he's been able to take his time and create masterful albums. That is an art in hip-hop that is lost, bro. And I tell people all the time, you guys need to start paying it. All you up-and-coming rappers and just fans in general who always say, like, oh, the hip-hop now is trash, I don't listen. It's because you're not looking. Maybe there's not a platform telling you, yo, go listen to Slick Rick's new album in 2025. Listen to Slick Rick's album. This motherfucker 60 plus. Fine wine, bro. His album is immaculate from top to bottom. That's how you craft the album. Clipse, that's how you craft the album. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to start paying attention to these bodies of work and really paying attention to putting out an album from track 1 to track 13. That's a masterpiece, bro. And shout out to Clipse, man. I need more time with it because I think there's some things in there that, the first record to me, like when I heard the first track, I think it's called The Birds Don't Sing.
Yeah, that track was amazing.
That shit got me choked
they
up.
They talking about Pusha T's talking about his mom, and then Malice talks about the father.
His
and
pops.
Shit. They passed 4 months apart from one another.
Yeah, I lost my pops a couple years ago, and
I lost my mom in 2021.
Oh yeah, condolences, man.
Condolences, right back.
It's hard to lose a parent. Like for me, it's kind of different because my pops was around, but he kind of wasn't around to a point. I was close with him, not physically. You know what I'm saying? It was always like a phone thing. We'd always be talking, chopping it up. But when I lost my pops, there were certain things that they weren't coincidences, right? They were signs from God that something was happening, and I didn't catch on to him until after he passed. So when I heard this record, it kind of took me back to that place of like, this shit doesn't happen to just me. It happens to everybody, right? And hearing, you know, when Malice was like, yo, the third knock, I knew he was home. Like, it's a very emotional record. And it's crazy because Clipse is usually known for their first track on the first track on the album to be that setter, like, oh, we about to get some crazy shit. And hearing that humanized them, but also let us know that, like, yo, they got something to say on this album. They got shit to talk about. And then, boom, you hit them with the Kendrick joint, the Chains and Whips.
Yeah, Malice had the best verse on that song. I don't care what nobody talking about.
I agree with you, bro.
Well, I don't know, actually, because that whole gen rhyme scheme that Kendrick did.
Listen, Kendrick is amazing to me, and I haven't been the biggest Kendrick fan over the years. T-Rab can tell you I've always been it's not that I don't think he's great or nothing like that. I just felt he wasn't, like, the best of the best at that time. And he's been
songs.
It's been a song structure.
I feel like just like you were saying earlier, just like how he released the Pimple Butterfly, it wasn't mainstream. That kind of sound at the time. They were gravitating to it.
To me, like, for me, it didn't matter because when I listened to Pimple Butterfly, I knew what he was doing from Jump Street, and I felt it was amazing. I felt like his first two albums to me were home runs. Then when he dropped Damn, it was like, he was really trying to hit the mainstream, and he did. So I knew from then it was like, Kendrick is very ambidextrous. He can do anything now, and put him in front of whatever concept or whatever, you know, theme he wants to do, he's going to execute and kill it. But Kendrick is one of those guys, too, like Tyler, you going to jump on a record with the Clipse, you going to come correct.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I love about this album is because even Nas's verse is like the elite, of the elite are spitting on this album. And I love that because to me, that's how MCs get elevated. It's the pen game. And Malice's pen game is immaculate, and Push's pen game is immaculate. And you just put that Pharrell flavor on it. Incredible album, bro. I'm loving it, man. I really encourage people to don't go into it thinking like, oh, it's Lord Willing or it's Hell Hath No Fury. It's a different album, but it has those things in it. The Mike Tyson blow to the face track to me is
Bro, that's a banger.
That is a fucking banger, bro. My
No.
God. I heard a snippet of it a while ago on IG or something, and I just heard Push dancing on it at first. But it's got something for everybody, and I think if you're a fan of, you know, elite lyricism, great production, and introspective songs, this is the one for you. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Clipse, man. I'm excited, man. I want to see some more visuals. I know they got a great media run. One thing I'm going to say on the pod that I'm really excited about, or that I was excited about, their rollout for this album was so dope.
Oh,
from the interviews they did with, you know, kind of Clipse nerds, like they're Clipse fans, they're hardcore fans, to the casual hip-hop crowd, to them. I don't know if the leak was intentional or not, but I know the album leaked a little early. It gave me flashbacks to the kind of old album rollout where you're building that anticipation for the project.
Yeah.
And again, that's a lost art to me in music right now, especially in hip hop, is that we're not building up to something. We just drop something and expect people to swarm.
Yeah.
And I think that can reign true for, you know, big artists, but I think for the Clipse, it was to kind of reintroduce them to this new generation, and I think they're doing an incredible job. So shout out to them. And shout out to Steven Victor. He's an incredible manager, man. He's done some incredible things, and I'm happy that they're with Rock Nation, because it's funny to me how we talked about on this pod a couple weeks ago, but like they was trying to cease and desist Kendrick's verse. Like, why? Kendrick's verse, it wasn't nothing crazy.
He's not even saying that much.
He ain't dissing nobody. He ain't doing it. But I think I had read or I had seen that it's the optics of it, right? You know, Pusha T's a nemesis of Drake, and Kendrick is as well, and Def Jam just took they tail between their ass and was like, nah, we ain't doing it. I get it from a business perspective, but Def Jam took a L. Y'all took a L, man. And I hope this is a lesson for y'all that Def Jam's done this since I was doing Street Team for Dipset. They never kept their ear to the street. They always let shit go by the wayside. They were never in tune with the hip-hop crowd that they could have. It's like you could have the mainstream crowd, right, for Def Jam, but where's that mid-range where it's like the artists that are underneath the mainstream guys that you can make, you know, household names. You know, I think in the early 2000s, late 90s, you know, they had the Ludacris's and they had the, you know, they had the down south, Def Jam South with Scarface, you know, with Luda. And then they had the East Coast, Mecca Def Jam. Then they had some of the West Coast. So it's like they're missing that. And I feel that this is a great story to tell the young artists that stay true to your craft, put out an album with a body of work, and make sure that you have the right people pitching it to the right people, because once you do that, things are going to come out and work your way. And Jay got a hold of it, and Jay said, yo, I want it.
Yeah.
And shout to Jay, you know, because Jay would have been the only guy to make this happen at this level. With Rock Nation, they got a great team up there, and I salute everybody involved, man. I'm excited, and I'm still listening to it, man. I'm still bumping this shit.
The commission.